Well, my name's Dakota Meyer. I served in the Marine Corps for 4 years. So I served a couple tours. I went over to Iraq and Afghanistan. I served in Iraq in 2007, and then I also served in Afghanistan. So I received the Medal of Honor because of actions on September 8, 2009. I truly believe that being in Iraq and Afghanistan, or even some of my worst days in Afghanistan, is a lot of times easier than some of my general days here at home. And it's because everything over there is kind of black and white, because you just do your job. I mean, it's a black and white. There's not really much gray area over there. I think when your body can't close the door on something or file something, it has to come out some other way. And so, for me, it's anxiety. So for me, it's the tightness all over my body, the nonstop mind thinking of starting to, you start, it's just like this downward spiral. I start thinking of problems that could never even be problems. You start looking at everything as to why it's going to become a problem, and then it becomes this overwhelming feeling. I mean, it's like an elephant standing on top of you. I've dealt with the anxiety piece for at least 7 years. I mean, I feel like I've tried almost everything, right? I mean, I've tried medication, a lot of it just self-medication, drinking. I mean, trying to do something to just be able to get that relief long enough to be able to get just a little bit of rest somewhere. I made a couple phone calls to people I knew and just said I gotta have something, and they recommended this Alpha Stim to me. I read the directions on it, I opened it up, and I put it on, and it was like, it just melted the anxiety away. Like, I could not believe the relief. How many times have I dealt with anxiety because I didn't want to take the drugs, because I had to do something tomorrow, or I had to do something today, or I had to finish something? How many times have I ate it and sit there and push through the anxiety? I can't just stop life because of this. And that's the thing that I think is so incredible about what Alpha Stim does, is that it allows me to fix my problem without stopping life. I mean, that was always the big problem that I always had, why I was so against medication, because I mean, I still have to go be on top of my game every single day, whether it's an interview, whether it's, am I going to this event? I mean, do I have to go out on a construction site? Am I having to crunch numbers? Am I having to, turn around or pick my child up from school? Am I, I mean, all this stuff still goes on, life still goes on. So to be able to have a solution to the problem that will allow me to still be able to go on about my everyday life without any effects that are gonna adversely affect me in doing that is, I mean, it's incredible. I mean, I had never talked about anxiety, especially publicly, and that's kind of the whole loop to the whole thing. I mean, I felt so intrigued by this, and I felt so much relief by it. If it could help me this much, then it can help anybody.